Salutations everyone, and welcome to this video with me, your host, SaberTC. This is the 6th anniversary of this channel, and I wanted to do something quite special. I had a skit in mind, but I decided against it in the end, and just decided to do a chill back, relax, and regale you with a tale of how this channel came to be in the first place. By now, a lot of people would have given up and just decided to quit or disappear into the ethers of the internet, and I haven't made it any better by not posting frequently, but I'm trying to do my best. Like I said, I'm a busy guy, and I'm only one person. Even though I do get some help sometimes, it's still, there's a lot of effort that goes behind the scenes to get these out to you guys. So, I'm going to tell you a story, and there will be some information at the end if you want to stick around about things coming up in the future, but for now, let's jump into this. So to understand how this all began, we must look beyond the date that it says on my about page that this started, back to the year 2011. Back then I was a young, impressionable, yes, that's the word, impressionable boy who wanted to look up anime and experience the internet because we had just recently got Wi-Fi in our house in the Philippines. So I was living in the Philippines with my family, and we had spent about 3 years there by now, and the only place you could go to get internet was the computer shops, but having Wi-Fi in your house was pretty rare. Luckily I was able to get some. It wasn't the best, it was pretty slow, but we had it. So what would you look up? You may be asking. Well, it's 2011. On YouTube, we looked up anime stuff. We found a couple clips from the anime that we used to watch, like Soul Eater and Naruto and stuff like that. And I didn't even know Soul Eater had an English dub up until this point, which was pretty epic, pretty amazing. I didn't know that was the case because Animax, the channel that has nothing but anime on it in the Philippines, did not have the English dub of Soul Eater. So yeah, we started delving deeper and finding stuff like AMVs and insert brand name here high school, or series name here high school, and finding those kinds of comic strip like videos and animation videos and other funny videos like that. It wasn't until a year later that I started to stumble upon Let's Plays, because I had just gotten my iPad, my first iPad, and I wanted to look up Sonic Next Gen to see if it was a thing, because I thought I was being original by saying that and wanted to come up with something, but apparently Sonic 06, which we do not speak about, has that under its name as well. But thanks to Gen being in the title, I stumbled upon Sonic Generations videos of the cutscenes and the gameplay, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know whether it was a game, whether it was a movie, whether it was a TV show. I was just amazed. So eventually I started digging a bit further, and I found a Let's Play done by a Mr. Dougie080, which you should be able to see his channel up here somewhere. And if you're watching this, buddy, thanks. You kind of gave me some inspiration here. His Sonic Generations playthrough was the first ever gameplay playthrough I had ever seen. I think it was 23, 25 parts long, including the credits, and he was pretty funny. After watching that, I started diving through his other videos and watching a bunch of his other content. Stumbling upon, what's it called? Oh yeah, Minecraft. How could I forget that? He used to do, I think the first videos I found was the Skyblock Challenge, or his Minecraft Survival series, but since he always named the titles weird, I had no idea. I didn't put two and two together that it was called Minecraft, because I think the first ones I ever had found were his Another Block videos, which I thought was a completely different game from Skyblock or Minecraft, but years later, or about a year later, I found out, hey, it's the same game, just a different style of playing it. The more you know! So, after watching a few playthroughs of this game that I was just so mesmerized by, considering I always loved sandbox games and games that you could just create in. I wanted to find this game for myself, but then I started to realize that this game was only digital, and I never had bought anything digital before. My parents didn't like buying anything over the internet, so I was kind of stuck. It wasn't until years later that I got Minecraft physically, but that's a story for another time. By watching him and seeing that there were playthroughs on games, I decided to look up other games that I enjoyed. So, one of the next thing I had looked up was Let's Play Viva Pinata. I didn't know whether there was a sequel to the original game that I had, because I had played the original Viva Pinata before, the made by Rare on the Xbox 360, and I didn't know whether it was a 2 because there was trends at the point of making sequels of things. So I just typed in 2 thinking it wouldn't happen, and then I stumbled upon Trouble in Paradise. A couple achievement hunter videos here and there, but the thing that grabbed me was a Let's Play by a young boy who goes by the name King Acorn 85, and he became one of my best pals on YouTube, at least I consider. It was one of my first times making friends online. It was pretty epic, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I watched his playthroughs for a bit, and I decided I wanted to make a YouTube channel because I wanted to comment on videos or wanted to just see what it was like to have a channel. So I took to YouTube's sign up page with my dad, and we spent some time making an account. We had to make up a Gmail account. I started thinking about what kind of username I wanted to have. I wanted something cool, something that'll stick out, something that represents what I like, and so I started thinking about my favorite weapon. I know, odd choice of train of thought, especially since someone who doesn't like violence. So I like swords, but I couldn't just name myself Sword, so I started thinking about types of swords, and I stumbled upon, and I thought about Saber. I was like, that's a name, that's a cool name, so what can I tack on to this? And so I added the Hedgehog on the end, because I like Sonic the Hedgehog. And I still like Sonic the Hedgehog till today. I made the Gmail, I made the account, and I started browsing through YouTube. Another little tidbit about this account was, my dad had the idea of, everybody lies about their age when they're signing up for websites, but my dad wanted me to have full access to the website, so he said, why don't we just say you're 18? So I was like, okay, I didn't know any better. But after a time, and I started looking through more videos and watching more playthroughs, I wanted to do this for real, and I didn't want to have to explain myself when it came to anybody checking my age on my account. So I wanted to start again, especially since young impressionable me got into things that you probably shouldn't have gotten into at that age due to some outer influences. I decided to start anew. So I took the next year, in 2013, I asked my dad if he could help me make another account. I can't remember if he didn't remember that we had made one before, but he just helped me make another one. So we once again made an email address, and I had to change it up because the username was obviously taken. So I had to think about what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to be. So I thought I'd be clever. As you might know, my birthday is on the 29th of October, so I thought 2.9, because it's like 2.0, but 9. Yeah, I know. Get the face palms out of the way now, because they're only going to get worse later. So after making the account, we had to decide on a channel name, because I wanted to make a channel. So I was like, okay, think of a cool name. And I also wanted to do comments, so later on I had to think of a cool name so I could comment on videos. And I decided to go with the name The Save Zone, considering I wanted to go by Saber, and my cousin had to think about a name himself because he wanted to do it too. So I suggested Zone so we can make the Save Zone like a cool collaboration thing. And he was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like he would be Phantom Zone 17, I would be Saber the Hedgehog 2.9. I used that account, or I used that username for a while to comment on King Acorn 85's videos, and that's where I met him. I specifically started talking to him on his first, I think, Sly Cooper video, and his season 2 finale. I can't remember exactly which video it was, but we started talking then. We got to know each other, and I was able to use Skype for the first time because I knew somebody to use it. It was pretty cool, and like I said, he became my friend, and we're still buddies, even though we're kind of busy and we can't really talk to each other all the time. But yeah, thanks for the support, because we supported each other. And in fact, my first 2 channel banners, or my first channel banner, was made by him. So it brings us to the Switch. All of a sudden, YouTube had switched fully into Google's control, and so all channels that pre-existed had to go with the same name that matched their Gmail, just minusing the @gmail.com part. So my name changed from the Save Zone to Saber the Hedgehog 2.9 at one point, and I didn't know how to fix it. I was confused, I was distraught, I had no idea how to do any of this, because it just had happened out of the blue. And needless to say, I was frustrated. But over time I got used to it, and then I owned it. Which brings us to the year 2014, when things started to kick off. A lot of viral sensations started happening that year, and there was this Harlem Shake app that happened, and that's when I decided to started to make little silly videos. The first video I had ever posted on the channel was something called Lance Shake, or Shock as Siri likes to pronounce it. I guess I misspelled it, but I never went back and fixed it. I think it was done around June. I'm not sure. I could pull up if I find it, you'll see it somewhere in the video, but the date it escapes me right now. But yeah, after that I made another Harlem Shake-esque video called SR Shake that had to do with my sister and one of our friends from school dancing the Harlem Shake using the app, of course. I didn't know how to post videos any other way until a little bit later, when I started using Movie 360, and I started the Karsten Adventure series. And basically a new baby had been born like a couple of years ago, and he was just starting to walk and talk and do all this fun stuff. So I wanted to document this and kind of just see the silliness that could ensue. Show the clip if you can get it. Yeah. It was pretty fun making those videos, even though I wasn't the best at them. And they got some pretty decent views. It was actually pretty funny. Oh yeah, that's right. Before Karsten Adventures, I made Karsten Shake, and then it spawned Karsten Adventures because of how crazy he is. Oh yeah, that's what happened. A little bit after that, I decided to start making Let's Play videos. So I wanted to record a game that I really enjoy, and I wanted to do justice, which was Pokemon Platinum, and I wanted to have this little make-believe story going on about my character traveling to different regions and other things, and I wanted to go in the order of Sinnoh, Hoenn, Johto, Unova, Kanto, and then whatever came next. Basically, I had this whole order. I can't remember the order right now, but I do remember I had this order in my mind and wanted to create this narrative. But ever since then, the project has been halted. The Pokemon Platinum playthrough has actually been restarted 3 times. The first time was because the first start was okay, but we had not uploaded for a long time, and I think somebody saved over my game file, so we had to restart the playthrough anyway. We started the playthrough again, and I just didn't like the way things were headed. So, and I was pretty infrequent, so I restarted the game again. And this is the one that you see on my channel today. Don't be fooled by the date. It's actually my first Let's Play, but it's not. It's re-recording, I guess you could say. Alongside this, I had the idea of having 2 Let's Plays going at the same time because of another YouTuber that I was watching at the time named Purple Rodri. Up here. Purple Rodri was a YouTuber who did Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon content, but now he mostly does Pokemon, I guess. But he's still pretty entertaining to watch, even though I don't watch him as much as I did before because there's so many people to watch nowadays. But still, I remember he was also one of the ones I would try to interact with frequently, although I never established a friendship, I think, with him. I do remember his videos being very fun and very happy-like. Another person who inspired me to do 2 playthroughs at a time was someone who had popped into my feed the day I had made the channel, which was Rendog. I had avoided his videos for a long time because up until this point I had only watched YouTubers who had not cursed, and at least, you know, not had very big swear words, because words like hell and ass were bad words, and to be honest, they're still bad words to me, but I'm just saying them because to prove a point, but or to, you know, elaborate a bit more. So I had avoided him for a long time because of that reason, but when I started watching his videos, they were very entertaining. I had joined somewhere along season 2 of the original Minecraft series. I had started from the beginning of season 2 to catch up to where he was, and then went back and watched season 1 after season 2 was done. I know, but I just wanted to keep up with the date, with everything. Keep up to date with everything. But I'm getting sidetracked again. So I had tried running 2 Let's Plays at the same time. The same Pokemon Sapphire Let's Play has been going on for the Let's Play that you see is the same Let's Play I had started oh so long ago. And part of the reason why I hadn't deleted the save file and just restarted was because in episode 5 I had found a shiny Beautifly, and I didn't want, or a shiny Wurmple, and I didn't want to lose it because apparently shiny Pokemon were very rare. Basically, it had what was it called? It had to me it had significant value and other things. If you want to check that out, it's somewhere on my channel. I do have a playlist of all those episodes. I will have to organize those playlists very soon, but for now it'll be okay. Fair warning though, my old videos do have horrible camera quality because I was trying to record my DS and 3DS without a capture card because I didn't have the money or the means to order a 3DS capture card at the time, and now it seems like they're being obsolete, but I'll still eventually get the money to order one. So anyway, Pokemon Sapphire, if I remember correctly, had to go up to onwards and upwards of around 50 episodes before I had paused the playthrough to focus on Pokemon Platinum, or one thing at a time, one playthrough or series at a time. Alongside that, I was doing the Save Show series and the Stupid Moment series. Save Show, just to clarify, was something like more of a talk show like what I'm doing now, and just we would try to have topics for each episode and just try to do something silly at the during the course of the episode while talking about it and explaining it and etc. As for Stupid Moments, it was just a compilation of random things that would happen. Sadly, well, I'm gonna get to that later. But after overstretching myself with all this, I decided to try to focus up, and I started trying to get this or that thing to make it easier. In 2014 was the same year that I had gotten my 3DS XL, and that's what made recording a lot easier for me, because my original DS did not wasn't in the best condition anymore. We tried a couple other playthroughs like Sonic Colors and Sonic Advance 2, which I am going to finish someday, but I do want to get the proper things to record Sonic Advance 2. I know how to do it now, and I just have to find the time to do it now to finish it. Anyway, after several attempts on trying to get some type of buzz going, I finally was able to keep up with trends by doing Smash Bros videos, and first in Smash Bros Brawl, and doing what is it called? Smash Bros 4 for 3DS when the demo came out. Speaking of demos, I was also able to get my hands on the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire demos when those came out, and I did a whole series on them as well. And that was the most viewed series I ever seen. I still don't know why episode 2 got so many dislikes like it did, but I think it's just because of the camera quality. But yeah, I was just ecstatic to see that anybody had watched the video in the first place. Up until this point, it was pretty subpar. One view would be exciting to me, 2 views would be exciting to me, 10 views I would almost have a heart attack. So you can imagine what happened when I saw 64 and 70 views on these videos, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening, oh, but you know, that kind of died down after a while, and with my infrequent upload schedule, it didn't really help either. See, around 2015, I was preparing for a move that would change a lot of things. I was moving from the Philippines back to my hometown in California, or back to California in the States. I guess I can say San Diego, but I gotta tell you where we moved. Duh, I'm not that dumb. We had moved back to the States, and we were getting settled, and we were getting used to our new school, how things work, trying to get a good grade, then get a good cushion going, and trying to get settled, etc. I still used YouTube, but I didn't post as much as before, and for a long time all I did was making updates. I played around with a whole bunch of stuff, but never quite got anything to stick. When I finally thought I could return, things happened, because in 2016 I got a surgery for my eye that kind of screwed things up. These are the same doctors that screwed up on me before, and I would go into this more sooner, but all you need to know is that a certain hospital did something to put me in the situation that I am in now, and there was nothing my parents could do about it at the time, besides that's why we went to the Philippines in the first place, to get away from this stuff. And let's just say a vacation that was only supposed to last for 2 weeks or a month lasted for 7 years. And then we came back, and then they scared me into getting, or the doctors scared me into getting a surgery, because they said my eyes were screwed up, and if I didn't do anything, my eyes would get worse. Which is true, but they just sped up the process, because they took out the artificial lens that was put in my eye to focus my vision in this eye, or right eye, for those people who are just listening to this. And ooh, I was so mad, but I did get some good footage of me being loopy. I didn't ever post it because I didn't feel up to editing. For a while I was kind of depressed because of my new situation, how it wasn't improving like they said it would. But after a bit, I got my second win back, and I started trying to record, and then school kicked up, and then I had to do that, and a lot of things happened, and I couldn't continue any of the previous series because of our living situation and how loud things were. Now we're in an apartment that has, I have my own separate bedroom that I do share with my sister, but it's better than nothing, and she's not in here all the time, so This is what you see right now. You might see that this is familiar in my sister's videos if you go watch her channel, but she what's it called? But in 2017, I had to make sure that things were looking good for my college years, like getting good grades or the best ones I could. And then finally in senior year, I had to make sure that everything was going all right, and I was pretty busy all the time. I tried to post videos, but it didn't really work out, like I said. What's it called? I thought my movie would make things easier, but this year, at the end of 2018, it started not accepting the music that I had bought off iTunes, and if anybody knows how to fix that, let me know in the comments below, because I really want to have different music playing through the, different nice music playing through these videos instead of just either silence or time trials. Don't get me wrong, Time Trials by Hyper Potions is a very good song, but I just wish I had more variety to what I could do. The best thing I can do now is make music in GarageBand and ship it here, but I'm not the best at making music, and yeah, it's gonna take some time to learn. Last year I got pretty frequent and I was able to step up my game with a lot of things, and this year is looking pretty good for stepping up my game. But like I said, this year is going to be really hectic because I'm getting training to deal with my, I'm getting training so I could go to college. That's another story for another time, why I'm not in college right now, but I might tell you in the future. But for now, let's just try to keep this short and sweet. So I'm getting training this year. I might be starting college in the fall. It really depends. I have to do a lot of things to catch up and just try to enjoy my life. And I don't know how frequently I'm going to upload this year, but I'm going to try my best to do it as frequently as possible. Like I had said at the beginning of the video, there were a couple of things that I wanted to go over that has to do with that upgrade. First, I have finally bought an Elgato HD60S, so now I can record my PS4, iPad, and everything else, every other console, and even my computer at high qualities, and actually do a pretty good job at it. I'm also gonna try doing streaming with this too. This is now a viable option. Despite my laptop not being the strongest, we tried the stream and the stream was pretty good. We just have to learn the settings and how to set it up properly and etc. I will try to stream once a month. I know that's not really good for garnering viewers, but for now, like I said, my schedule is pretty hectic and I don't know what's going to happen this year. So that's number one. Elgato upgrade, excuse me, and we're good. Second one, schedule. I don't really have a set schedule, but I do know what I'm going to put down for now, what's on hiatus, what's canceled, and what is going to be coming up in the future. So Sonic 2, wherever it is up here, maybe. Sonic 2 is going to, what's it called? Going to still be a playthrough here. Let's play Sonic 2, so it's going to still be a series. I'm going to try to get that done. I didn't call it. It's still going to be here, and I'm going to try to finish it, be the first playthrough I'd ever played through completely, hopefully. Right now I am on Oil Ocean, I think it is, and it is hard. I haven't even got past Act 1, and usually Act 2 is the one who gives me trouble, but I'm going to try my best to get that done this year as well. That's one of my focuses. That's basically the only series I have going right now that's going to be ongoing, along with something else I'll get to in a bit. But before that, hiatuses. So Pokemon Platinum, Sonic Advance 2, and Pokemon Sapphire are on hiatus right now until I can get a better way to record them, or at least the latter two, or the Pokemon ones, because like I said, I have a way to record Sonic 2 without it being too hard now, or Sonic Advance 2. Jeez, okay. As far as cancellations go, the Save Show, sadly, I don't think is going to be a thing anymore. Stupid Moments definitely is going to be canceled because I don't know if I really want to be making those videos anymore, especially in this day and age where everybody's sensitive. Also, I don't think I have any more things to do for those kinds of videos. They may make a comeback, rebranded in the future, but for now they're cannexed. They're gone. I won't be deleting the videos. They'll still be there. But yeah. The next thing is the Save Show. Save Show Season 1 is done. I feel like 25 episodes, it's good. It's fine. I don't need any more than that. It may make it, like I said, may make a comeback in the future as a Season 2. But as far as I know, or as far as I can see, it's not going to be coming back. And for new stuff on the channel, like I said, I do have some new stuff planned. A couple playthroughs that I don't want to give away quite yet. Like I said, I can record my computer now, so I have a couple computer games that I think I want to play. Bought the Sonic Humble Bundle during Christmas, so that's something to do. PS4 is an option now. So yeah, and also Stream Highlights will be a new series as well on this channel, so you guys can check out what I'm doing on streams if I do start streaming quite frequently. Any other new series? Oh yeah! I'm going to be starting a series called Saber Storytime, and it'll be a different format than any of my other videos been, including this one. It'll be more seemingly scripted, but it's just gonna be a series that I will aim to upload on Saturdays. I don't know if it'll be every Saturday yet, but I will try my best to get out a video fairly frequently. And I have a lot of stories to tell. A lot of people say that I'm a really good storyteller. I tend to get people to silence themselves when I am speaking in public, so I think this will be a really good series, especially if you give me a chance. They won't be as laid back or as unrefined as this one, but they will be very funny, and I hope you enjoy them. Like I said, in other videos, I think I mentioned that I started playing D&D recently and got into RPGs again, so I have a couple stories from that I think would be really funny, and plus there's an ongoing campaign, sort of. I don't know when we're going to continue it again, but I'll be doing updates on that as well, as part of the story time, I suppose you could say. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I might try to do more analytic videos in the future, and yeah, that's about it for videos. And one more thing, new channel art will be coming. I am not the one making it though. I am trying to find an artist who is willing to put in the work and finish the job, and I'm willing to pay them. I just have to gather the funds to be able to do so, and then it'll be an option. But I've been speaking to some people, trying to find some people to do it, and I almost had luck. I'm gonna keep giving you guys updates, but you'll know when a new channel banner and new logo pops up, because I do want to change with the time, I guess you could say. As you might have noticed, I changed my name to SaberTC, and I want to reflect that in the art that is shown on this channel. Also update the About Me page eventually, but for now, I'm more focused on getting the image refined and my content refined. And hopefully, later, you'll see some pretty awesome art. Well, I guess this brings us to the end of the video completely, and for those of you who stayed to the end, thank you for watching. Comment Year of the Saber, yeah. Year of the Saber in the comments. Hashtag Year of the Saber in the comments if you made it this far. Well, like I said, if you did enjoy this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, feel free to dislike it, but let me know what you didn't like about the video so I can work to correct that in the future. And hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with everything that I am up to. So, till next time, stay sharp, everyone. Whoa, real quick before you leave this video, I want to say that the links to the channels that I said in the video are in the description box below. Please go check them out, give them some love. Maybe say that I sent you, but it doesn't really matter. It's really up to you. Maybe subscribe. I don't know. But these are the people who actually inspired me to be on the path that I'm on right now. Without them, I don't think I would be where I am today and act how I act. So please, just take a few moments out of your day to go check them out if you've made it this far in the video. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've stayed through all of this, thank you again. But for real this time, this is your host, SaberTC, signing out. Till next time, stay sharp.